and welcome back to my channel. If you're returning and if you're new, then hello, thank you so much for finding us. So if you are new here, then we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel. If you love beauty, family, home, cleaning, decor, anything like that, I'm sure you'll love our channel. We have so much content and we post between 2 to 4 times a week. So if you'd like to be part of our little online family, then please do consider subscribing. We'd absolutely love to have you. So today I have a really exciting video. I have a whole box of new makeup to try. So everything I'm trying in this video I've never tried before. I've also tried to pick like really hyped up products that I haven't yet tried, as well as some kind of new products that I found that I think could be absolutely amazing. So we're going to get into it, give it a go and see what we think. So I've just popped a headband in because I can just see my hair going everywhere. If you are wanting to kind of get hair like this, then I have posted a video on how I did this with no heat and no products. So all you need is one item that I'm sure you've got lying around your house. So do check out my other videos. I'm sure you can find the one I'm talking about. And yes, it worked incredibly well. So I'm going to try out all these new products today. There's lots to get into, so I'm super excited. I have lots more of these videos coming because I actually had to kind of whittle down what products I was going to use because I have that many new products. So if you'd like more of these videos, let me know. Also, if there's any products you don't want to spend your money on until I've tried it and given you my opinion, let me know down below and I will test it and try it for you. So the first product we're going to use is this one. This is a Velvet microfiber sponge from Juno & Co. I've heard so many great things about this. I've never ever tried a microfiber sponge. I'm not sure if you wet this, but I think I am going to go and wet it because that's what I would normally do with a beauty blender. So this is, as I said, microfiber and velvet, so it feels super soft and fluffy. I've never ever tried a sponge like this, but I know so many amazing influencers have tried this specific sponge and loved it, so I'm going to give it a go. So for foundation, I'm going to take this one. Now this is so hyped all over the internet, I had to give it a go and try it for myself. So this is the 24-hour full coverage foundation and this is the Super Stay by Maybelline. Now I have gone with shade 21 Nude Beige. Now looking at this, this looks slightly dark for my skin, so I'm not sure how we're going to get on, but we will give it a go. And I have wet my beauty blender. This is so soft. It's also gone really fat and fluffy, which I love. That is one of the main things I look for. I also wet my beauty blender with warm water. It just helps your foundation sink in, and then I dry it off. I actually squeeze it into a towel to make sure there's not too much water left on here. So I'm going to move my hair out the way and I'm going to apply it the way I normally do. This looks very orange for my skin, but we're going to go with it and see what we think. So this sponge is meant to give you a super airbrushed look. And I'm going to have to, oh, this is so dark on me, but I'm just going to have to blend it out and hope for the best. This is probably a perfect foundation for if I am tanned. However, currently I am not. So I'm also going to take this on my ears a bit because I don't want my ears to kind of stand out. Now this is very warm undertoned. This is definitely too dark for me, but we will try and make it work. And then I'm just going to take a bit more on this side. So that is the foundation applied, and I will say, although this foundation is definitely not my skin colour, the way this has applied is quite impressive. It's given me a really even coverage. Also, the foundation looks beautiful. It's full coverage. It's still a bit shiny and dewy, which is what I like. And this did such a good job of just blending straight out. The foundation, although it's too dark, it's a thumbs up from me. The coverage is beautiful. I didn't have to use too much. It's still dewy, but it's quite matte, but still dewy and shiny. And this blended out beautifully, so I'm super impressed. So next up, we're going to go in with concealer. Now this I have, and you probably have seen all over the internet. It's quite an old one now, but I have still not tried it, so I thought I would give it a go and see what I think. This is the Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer from Maybelline, and this is in 00 Ivory. So as I said, I've seen this everywhere, but I have not tried it, so I think I just wind it up
A few moments later.
Oh yes, it's starting to come through. Okay, okay. I thought I'd broken one then. I was thinking, oh no. So I'm going to take this where I normally take concealer, under the eyes and down the bridge of the nose. So a little bit on top of my eyes. And I am having to wind it up quite a lot, but I think that may be because it's new. And then I will do some other concealing in a minute, but what I'm going to do is set this first. So I'm looking very crazy. So I'm going to take the same sponge and just pat this in. Wow. I don't know if it is the product. So honestly, at this point, like, that is looking flawless. I'm a bit, like, I'm shocked. My under eye just looks so flawless. Now, honestly, I am someone who sees people do their makeup. I watch so many makeup tutorials. And they always say about the under eye looking flawless. I'm going to blend this side while I talk. And no creases, and looking lightened, and, you know, no cakiness. And I can honestly say I've never actually found a concealer that hasn't creased or gone dry under my eyes. And I've never had that kind of flawless look. But I can honestly say this looks flawless. And I'm not sure if it's just the product or if this sponge is helping. I definitely think this sponge is helping because my whole complexion looks very airbrushed. It just looks airbrushed, which I'd never ever achieve with a standard beauty blender. So this is definitely a thumbs up from me. As for the concealer, I love it. It's not creased, it's not gone dry, it's not cakey. I'm impressed. So I'm going to set my under eyes and then I will go on to do a bit more concealing across my face just because of how dark this foundation is. So for our powder, I'm going in with the Coty Airspun. Now this was massive across social media a couple of years ago and I never got round to trying it, so I thought I'd try it. The only thing I think is downside with this one is I'm sure I've heard other influencers say that it has flashbacks. So if you're taking a photo with a flash, this will come up white, but I'm not going to be doing that. So what I'm going to do is, it does come with this puff, but I'm just going to tap a little bit into the top of the lid. And it is very fragrant, so if you don't like fragrance products, you're probably not going to like this. And then I'm going to take a flat brush. Now some people will bake with a beauty blender. I prefer to use a brush. So I just tap lightly where I want it first. This is very fragrant. I actually don't mind it. I think it smells really nice. I don't like anything too heavy when it comes to powder because I think it will just kind of crease and look a bit dry, which I do not want. Picking up a tiny bit each time and building up so I can get the coverage I want and it not go cakey. Looking in my mirror close up, it's not bad at all. It's very light, but I like that. It's nice and brightening. It's not gone creasy or cakey yet. I can see a tiny bit of dryness here, but nothing that I haven't had with any other translucent powder. So this has got a thumbs up for me, but as I said, if you don't like any powder with or any products with fragrance, you definitely will not like this one because it is heavily fragranced. It's quite florally, like a floral talc. That's what it smells like. Okay, so next we're going to go in with a bit more concealer, and that's just because of how dark this foundation is. So I'm going to wind this up a little bit more, and I'm just going to do a little bit in the centre of my head and a little bit on my chin here. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend this out. Now this beauty blender, I'm converted. I will never go back to a beauty blender. So as I said, this is, I think it's the fact it's microfiber. It is just really effortlessly blending out my makeup, like so quickly, so easily. And like, it looks airbrushed. My skin, honestly, I can honestly say this, my skin has never looked as flat complexion wise. Like, not flat, that sounds a negative thing to say, but like even. It's never looked this even. So, God, I am really impressed. This is a win. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with a bit more translucent powder and just set that. Now, when I'm using powder, as I said, I don't like to be too heavy and cakey. So I'm just tapping it in all my zones where I can kind of sweat from. So my forehead, obviously, and my chin. Okay, so I didn't pick up a bronzer, so I'm actually going to use my all-time favourite. This is from The Body Shop. I am actually a Body Shop consultant. I sell The Body Shop. So if you need anything, let me know. I can always give you a discounted rate. But just because I sell the Body Shop does not mean I will promote products that I don't like. I would never ever do that. This is the bronzing powder, and this is in shade 1, which is the light one. Now, a lot of people rave about Hoola. Hoola is too dark for me, but the Hoola light is perfect, and this is such a dupe. It is literally made me put my Hoola light down. It is amazing if you're fair skinned, and also if you're slightly darker, we do loads of other shades too. It also smells really nice, but not overly fragrant. The component's lovely. I just love this bronzer. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. Now this one is actually from BH Cosmetics. I got this set from Beauty Bay for like £20 for, I think it was 20 brushes. So good. And they are really fantastic brushes. I've had them for probably nearly 2 years now, and I love them. So I'm just going to swish this around, and I'm just going to tap it in. Now I like to build this up because obviously it is that bit lighter, so you can build it, whereas with the darker bronzer, what you kind of lay down, you then are having to work out, which I'd rather do it the other way and go for something lighter and build it up as I like it. So that is bronzing done. So then for eyebrows, I'm going to go in with another new product. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise Pencil, and I'm starting to notice that this has been basically a Maybelline makeup tutorial. It was not intentional at all. I've just picked products that I thought would be good. So I actually got most of these products, well, a lot of them anyway, from Amazon. Now Amazon would not be the first place I'd normally look for makeup. Obviously, it's just not the first place that comes to mind. I live in the UK, so Boots, Superdrug, anywhere like that would kind of be my go-to. But delivery is so long, and I'm not lying when I say I found most of these products for half of the price as I would have got them from anywhere else. Amazing value, and obviously because I'm a Prime member, I get it next day. So amazing, amazing place to get it from if you want makeup quickly and at a fraction of the price. I also have a discount code from Amazon. I'm not sure if it still works, but I'll pop it in the description so you can try it and see if it will work. So it has a spoon at one end and then a very thin pencil at the other. Now this is very similar to the brow product I use every day, so I thought I'd give this one a go, see if I like it. So I'm going to bring the mirror closer because brows are not my strong point. So I'm just going to firstly use the spoolie to brush out my brows. So I'm going to take this pencil, and I always underline my brows first. And then I will go and up-align them. This is slightly lighter than my standard brow pencil, and this is in deep brown. So I would say if your hair is any darker than mine, maybe go up a shade, because this is quite light and ashy undertone. So yes, that's one to bear in mind. So once I have kind of got my lining in and I know the kind of rough shape of my brows, then I start to fill it in from the outside, and I just press so gently because you're going to buff the product through the brow anyway, so you just want to do small light strokes just to get a bit of product in the brow, and then we'll buff it through the brow in a moment. It and just buff that product through that we've just placed down. And I don't like super kind of drawn on eyebrows, so I just kind of go over my natural brow shape and just enhance them a little bit. So then at the start I will start to do a few upward strokes again here. Now this brow product is not my favourite. The applicator's not bad, but I'm just not keen on the shade. It's a bit ashy undertoned for me. However, it does actually really match my natural brow. But I tend to go a little bit darker on my brows. And that for me is honestly pretty much brows done. Now, as I said, I'm not a brow expert. I just kind of do something that kind of looks semi-okay, and I kind of roll with it. It's not too bad, and I'd say if you're looking for a cheap eyebrow pencil that does the job, it doesn't cost you a fortune, this is probably a good one. It is also really thin, so you can be quite precise with it, which I like. So I think definitely if you're looking for a low cost brow product, this is definitely a good one to go for. Then in with some eyeshadow. Now I am going to go in with the Sunset Beach palette. This is from Primark. And when I went to Primark, I had to pick this up. You may have seen it in my Primark haul video. If you didn't, go and check that out on my channel. But this looked beautiful, so I had to give it a try. It was £6. And it has a massive mirror and then beautiful eyeshadows. So we're going to go in. I'm going to just do something quite simple today. Now, Primark shadows I actually love. I've never been disappointed with Primark shadows. They are very pigmented, so cheap, And also in this particular palette, look how big the pans are. Amazing. So I'm going to go in with I'm going to use one brush for the whole look. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush, and this is the number 6 from BH Cosmetics. And I think I'm going to start off with this shade down here. I'm just going to lightly take this in the crease, start in the outer corner and blend out. It's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's blending as nicely as my normal eyeshadow does. It's a little bit more hard work, but nothing dreadful. It is also going on slightly patchy. Not anything mega bad or noticeable, but it is just something I'm kind of taking note of. So then I think I'm going to go in with Cocoa, which is this one here. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this and I'm just going to press that into this outer corner, like so. And blend just slightly, just to kind of darken this outer corner. So that's kind of deepened the eye a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with a shimmer on this outer corner, just because I find shimmers blend so beautifully compared to a matte. So I actually sometimes will do a full shimmer eye. People are like so scared away by shimmers, but honestly they're so easy to blend. So I'm going to take this one here, which is Night Skies, which is brown with a slight shimmer. And again, I'm just going to press this into this outer corner just to deepen it further. So then I'm going to go in with a shimmer in this bit I've left empty and blank. And I'm going to take my finger, because honestly the best way to apply a shimmer is with your finger, and I always use my ring finger. So I'm just looking and trying to think which will work best with it. I'm going to go for this one here. Now this is actually called Coconut Husk, which does not sound so appealing. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to press this in. Wow. This is lush. This is really, really nice. This feels so soft and not bitty and glittery. It's just a nice, soft, beautiful shimmer. That is lush. Oh my goodness, I'm so impressed. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this coppery one here. And this is slightly more glittery than the other one. Wow, is that not beautiful? That is so pretty. It's tiny, tiny bit of fallout, but nothing crazy. So then I'm going to go in with some mascara, and I'm going to take this one. This is the L'Oreal Paris Paradise mascara, and I've seen this hyped up all over the internet, so I had to give it a go. And this is the component. It comes in very cute, kind of matches our eyeshadow, which was unintentional. So the brush is quite fat, so let's see how we get on. Very nice. The brush is very soft. So I will say, with mascara, I normally tend to think they all do kind of the same thing, but this is really pulling my lashes out and lengthening my lashes, and it's also applying a nice amount of product. They're not clumpy, but they are coated really well, and it's definitely giving me some lift. May have a new favourite mascara here. Normally I will go for the Eyeshadow mascara because that's my go-to, but actually this is definitely cheaper and it looks really nice. It's really filled my lashes out and lengthened my lashes. So I'm super, super impressed with that actually. This was not expensive. Again, I will pop the price on here and give you a link down in the description for all of these products. But yeah, super impressed with this. I didn't need a lot. It's just the right amount. It's nothing too much. Now, I normally would do lashes, but I'm not actually going to put any lashes on today. So that is kind of my finished eye look. And honestly, this mascara is really nice. I have been really impressed with this makeup. Now, the only thing I'm still a bit like, oh my gosh, about is the colour of my foundation. But that's my fault. That's just me picking the wrong shade. So then I'm going to go in with a lipstick. Now, this is like a trip down memory lane for me. So if you followed my old YouTube channel, oh my goodness, makes me want to cringe and honestly curl up into a ball and die. But I did a whole video on Technic lipsticks. That video has had like nearly 2,000 views, which is like amazing, but also like, oh my gosh, please someone shoot me, because it was not a very good video at all. However, I loved the Technic Colour Max lipsticks. They are matte, they are long lasting, the shade range is beautiful, they are inexpensive, and this one is in the shade Rumour Has It, which I recognise this shade name, and I know I have used this product before, so I'm excited to try it again and see what I think. So let's get into this lipstick. Now this is a nude, a pink undertone nude. So I forgot how good these smell. Literally smells like you're sticking your head in a bag of sweets. Oh, I remember why I love these so much. Okay, I'm so excited to try this again. So the texture of this lipstick is so nice. It's so creamy, it's so matte but not drying. I love it. I just wish I'd have chosen a slightly darker shade, because I think it would have literally finished this look off so beautifully. But I do still love this product. I am still a ride or die Technic lipstick fan. Love it. Oh my goodness, I love this, and the smell is so good. If you don't own one of these lipsticks, you need to get one. I actually got this from Body Care, but I'll see if I can find them on Amazon and leave a link in the description. They're so cheap, and they are honestly so good, and they last so long. So yeah, definitely still love this product. I think I'll be a ride or die Technic lipstick fan, and yeah, absolutely love this. So then we're going to go in with this one. Now this is Lipcote. Now this is something that I've heard a lot of celebrities use, and this makes your lipstick last apparently. So it's in this little component here. Now this was actually from my glossy box, and if you didn't see that video, you can go and check it out on my channel. I'll leave the link in the description. So this is meant to make your lipstick last, so let's go ahead and just pop it. It smells dreadful. Okay, let's just put it on. It's burning. That's burning. That's burning. Okay. Okay, it stopped burning. It's still tingling a little bit in the centre, which I don't think it's meant to do. And the smell is, I'm going to be honest, the smells dreadful. However, if this makes my lipstick last, it's just made my lips feel really dry. Okay, I'll let you know how I get on with this one, and how, like, if I notice a difference with how long my lipstick lasts. But the smell is horrible. I've got to be honest, guys. I won't lie to you if I don't like a product. The smell is awful. I also don't like this applicator, because it's like a nail varnish applicator. When you're applying it, it like tickles your lips. I can't get over the smell. That smells so chemically. I don't even know if I should be sniffing that. Okay, so as for that one, not sure. I'll let you know how I get on. Okay, and then last but not least, we're going in with a setting spray. Now this one, again, is another Technic product. I picked this one up yesterday because I saw it and I was like, oh my goodness, I have to try this. So this is their Magic Mist Illuminating Setting Spray. So it's like a pink undertoned illuminating spray. They had loads of different ones, but I picked a pink undertone because that's what colour my skin is. And is this not the prettiest packaging you've ever seen? That looks so gorgeous. I absolutely love the hollow writing, everything about it. Love it, love it, love it. Spray from a far distance. Oh, it smells nice. It smells like roses. Okay, and then I'm going to waft myself. Oh, that smells so lovely. And I love the sprayer, because sometimes you find with a spray bottle, it doesn't like, it like squirts out at you, it doesn't like mist, and that was a really lovely mist. Okay, now looking at my face, so it does leave a bit of a glittery residue. However, it does look so bright and illuminating, and it does look really pretty. It has illuminated my skin, and this was so inexpensive. The packaging, as I said, is so beautiful. This reminds me a little bit of the Too Faced, I think it's called Unicorn Dreams maybe, or something like that. Unicorn something setting spray I used to use religiously. This reminds me a lot of that, and it was definitely like nowhere near that price. So yeah, I'm really impressed. So there we go, my makeup is finished, and I can honestly say 9 out of 10 of these products I've been so impressed with. The only thing I'm a little bit uncertain on, or things that I'll just quickly talk you through just so you guys have the information there, I would say the Cody Airspun I love. I actually love this setting powder. This is probably my new favourite setting powder. However, it is highly fragrant, so if that's something you don't like, I probably wouldn't recommend this one. The Technic Setting Spray, really like it. Beautiful packaging, very illuminating, but it does leave a slight glittery residue on your face. So if that's something you don't like, I personally don't mind it, but if you don't like it, I wouldn't recommend this one. And then last but not least, the Lipcote. Now, I'm still unsure on this product. My lips don't burn anymore, but I did not like the smell of it. And I don't particularly like that applicator, but I will let you know how my lipstick wears. If my lipstick was to last all day, like it claims, then I don't think I'd mind the smell and I could probably deal with it. So that's just something to bear in mind. Also, the brow pencil was slightly too light for me, and this was deep brown. So if you're darker hair than me, I would definitely go for something darker, and it is quite ashy undertoned. But apart from that, everything else was a win. My absolute favourite has to be this Beauty Blender from Juno & Co. So impressed. Also, this foundation is beautiful. I just need to order a lighter shade because right now I'm getting Year 9 vibes when I was back at school and I went for a kind of Oompa Loompa vibe. Apart from that, I really loved all the products. So impressed. So thank you all so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you a bit of insight on the products and whether or not they're worth purchasing. As I said, a lot of these products have been hyped up all over the internet, so I had to give them a go, and as I said, I was so impressed with most of them. Let me know down below, what was your favourite product? Have you tried any of these products? Are you going to purchase any of these products? Let me know. If you did enjoy today's video, please smash a huge thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It just lets me know that you watched the video and you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy this video and you think you'd enjoy our content, please consider subscribing. We'd absolutely love to have you here. And hit that bell notification so you're notified every single time we post. Thank you all so much for watching today, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye!